3 reasons why guys aren't getting girlfriends in 2026.
I would rather be dead than to be in a relationship.
Does anyone else believe that our generation is going to be the most single generation and the most unmarried generation with?
So 63% of Gen Z men are single compared to 34% of women.
What if the biggest dating story of 2026 isn't that men can't find relationships, but that many no longer feel like they need them? Why are more women suddenly noticing that men seem perfectly comfortable staying single? And what happens when the people expected to chase relationships start enjoying life without them? Stay with us until the end of this video, because this shift is changing modern dating in ways few people predicted.
Does anyone else believe that our generation is going to be the most single generation and the most unmarried generation without kids? And I'm not saying this because there's a lack of people wanting it, but I feel like, guys, in our generation, no one commits, no one actually wants to have a meaningful connection, no one wants to have a deep conversation, and trying to find a partner who is normal and even has any morals is so difficult. I genuinely feel like dating apps has just ruined genuine connection. Like, no one hits on each other in person anymore, no one actually goes out to try and meet people, no one actually talks to each other anymore. It's actually really sad.
For years, many assumed that being single was a temporary phase for men. The expectation was that men would always be searching for a partner, no matter what.
I'm gonna give y'all 3 main reasons why so many single people in 2026, and it's just getting worse and worse about a year. This is also for the annoying people that's always asking somebody their favorite question is, why are you single? Why are you single? So I'm gonna give y'all 3 main reasons. If y'all can think of any other reasons, just drop it right in the comments. Main reason number 1 is people like their peace. When you're in a relationship with a toxic motherfucker or a motherfucker that don't know how to act, your peace is always disturbed. And your mental is never right. You always paying attention on what's wrong with this motherfucker, why they not acting right, oh, what they doing, where they at, all this shit. Your peace is just disturbed. So, man, the first reason is people love their peace. That's why they staying single. The second main reason is the dating pool is trash. Nothing is genuine no more. Social media damn near wrecked the dating pool. People just want to sleep with you or fuck with you because of the aesthetic. It's all type of gaslighting and love bombing is at an all-time high. Oh my God, don't get me started on lust. With social media, people think any attention they get on social media is an option for a relationship. And oh my God, they can't be so much wronger. And last but not least, people are tired of starting over. Starting over just takes so much energy and it's so draining, and you got to get to know people all over. What's your favorite color? Oh, what do you like to do for fun? Oh, what do you do for work? It's like, oh my God, the shit gets irritating. And not only that, you got to open up to somebody else, build trust with somebody else, get to know their family. It's just so much. So that's the 3 main reasons people are single, and singles at a all-time high in 2026. If you could think of any more reasons, just drop it down in the comment.
But in 2026, that assumption is being challenged. More men are building lifestyles that don't revolve around dating, validation, or relationship status.
There are 3 reasons why guys aren't getting girlfriends in 2026. Number 1 is they're treating girls like a test they have to pass. They're overthinking every message, trying to impress instead of connect, and are too worried about saying the wrong thing. Number 2 is they keep their guard up. I get it, masculine energy and all, but sometimes you gotta relax. Girls love when guys open up. It feels like you finally trust them. Don't push her away and ask for help. Number 3 is you're using dating apps like Hinge and Tinder. Seriously, when do you expect that to ever work? Those are known as the hookup apps. If you're still a little bit too nervous to find the girl in person and want to stay online, I suggest trying Cuffed. It's a dating app where you can only match with one person at a time, which is so nice because everybody on there is actually looking for a real relationship. Let me know if you think I'm wrong.
Instead of spending all their energy chasing romance, many are focusing on fitness, business, finances, travel, and personal goals. Their attention is going elsewhere.
Men do not view relationships with women as a romantic thing. And this is a perfect comment that reiterates my point. This person is saying that in the beginning, when they started dating their boyfriend, he was very romantic and like planned dates and bought flowers and did all these things. And like over the 2 years that they were together, eventually he stopped initiating anything at all, didn't give a shit, didn't try, didn't actually value the intimacy of the relationship, the actual intimacy, and all he would initiate was the sex. At the end of the day, men do not view and approach romantic relationships the same way that women do. Men view relationships with women as transactional. They have made relationships with women transactional. If men did genuinely date for love and romantic connection, which they don't, they date for convenience and who they can manipulate the easiest and who is just there at the moment, taxi cab theory. If they really did date for romance like women do, we wouldn't be having these conversations of, women wanting the man to pay for the date. Like, we provide all of the emotional intimacy and the emotional labor. We are the ones that have to carry a fucking child for 9 months. We're the ones that always do the emotional and physical labor. Like, of course we want at least some fucking compensation in return. And it doesn't have to be transactional. If you guys actually genuinely put effort and love and attention into your relationships with your partners, it wouldn't have to be as transactional as women want it to be now, because we're waking up to the fact that what can you genuinely offer me other than your money? Because you're not with me other than the fact that I'm like a sex doll to you.
What surprises many people is that these men don't seem unhappy. In fact, many appear calmer and more satisfied than they were when constantly worrying about dating.
We need to stick to the status quo, which is men approaching women. Women should not be approaching men. I think men have lost the plot because they love to just use their excuses of, oh, it's not worth the reward, or we're like gonna come off creepy. Like, you gotta get over that, or else you're literally gonna be single forever, and we all know that you don't want to be single forever. I also think that it's like crazy because I think sometimes men just think that like one day like a girl is just gonna like, they're gonna snap their fingers and like a girl's just gonna like end up in their house, and then like that's the girl that they're gonna get married to. And it's like, it's not that easy, and it doesn't work that way. Like, you actually have to go out and do the work. You shouldn't be pushing 30 and like still not knowing what you want for the rest of your life.
A growing number of men have realized that peace has value. Less drama, fewer distractions, and more control over their time has become increasingly attractive.
I would rather be dead than to be in a relationship in this day and age. I feel like I'm always getting, follows, DMs, views from people that have wives or girlfriends, and to be honest, it's so off-putting because you literally cannot trust anyone, no matter how perfect. Even the people that post their significant other and the ones that don't, like, you literally cannot win. So if you're in a relationship, I literally, like, you're getting cheated on one way or another, and people are like, no, that's not true. Like, maybe, but like, not really.
Social media has amplified this trend. Men now see countless examples of other men thriving independently and building meaningful lives without making relationships their primary focus.
I feel like social media, he's never posted me. That's another reason why, because I actually posted him.
But he might just not be a poster. You know what I'm saying? You have a public account, whatever. See, this is the thing about 2026, yeah? In the dating industry, because I can't lie, dating is dead. It is so dead right now. How can she say, just because he ain't posted me and I've posted him because I have she had to even say it, and I also have a public account.
What do you mean by that?
So what? You expect just because you have a public account and you post me, I should post you back? Are you stupid? What if I don't like social media?
As a result, many bachelors have become more selective. They don't see relationships as something they must have. They see them as something that must genuinely improve their lives.
Men are really making it easy for women to be okay to die alone. Like, literally. I was literally at the fucking gas station, and this man just kept staring at me. And I saw him, he was handsome, cute, put together, but he just kept staring. And so he left the line, went outside and stood by his car. He pumped his gas. I came out. I was like, okay, maybe he's going to speak. I walked by his car because I had to walk by his car to get to my car. This man said, hey, yo, you got a name. Everybody has a fucking name. You mean to tell me you can't say, hey, I saw you standing there. I think you're beautiful. My name is so-and-so. What is yours? What happened to men being able to hold a fucking conversation or just approach you properly? Even if I did not want to give you my number, I still would have held a conversation and been polite about it. But when he said, hey, yo, you got a name? I said, nope. And kept fucking walking. I miss the days where men actually approached you in public and knew what the fuck to say. I feel like all the movies like The Wood, How to Be a Player, even that shit taught you how to fucking approach somebody. I mean, The Brothers, at least those movies taught y'all how to have fucking game. Men have lost game in 2026. The internet has ruined y'all game. Y'all don't even know how to approach a woman in public. I don't remember the last time I was approached in public by a man and he had a full sentence. Like, hi, my name is so-and-so. I saw you standing there. I think you're beautiful. What is your name? That is so simple. Why the fuck can't y'all do that?
This creates a situation that many women didn't expect. Men who are content alone are much harder to pressure, rush, or influence through fear of loneliness.
So 63% of Gen Z men are single compared to 34% of women, according to Pew Research. Why do you think that is based on your interactions with Gen Z men?
I think men, at least the men that I've encountered, men don't come up to women anymore. I feel like a lot of people meet online now, like dating apps and stuff. It's just not authentic. And like any other times where guys have like shown interest in me, it's been like at parties or like they never come up to me when I'm like having lunch or something, you know. They should start approaching women. Even though I know a lot of men say that they're afraid of that, I think the confidence is really attractive and just shoot your shot.
I couldn't agree more. And there's also statistics that say the majority of men 18 to 25 have never even asked a woman out in person, to your point. A lot of them say they're scared because of like Me Too and woke culture. Do you buy that, or do you think it's just like an excuse for not approaching?
The whole Me Too thing is just totally an excuse. I mean, I don't even hear about that anymore. That's not a thing. I think it's really just an excuse now. But if you're afraid of going up to a woman because you think you're going to get falsely accused, that says something about you and your intentions.
Exactly. I always tell guys, if you approach with respect and you take rejection well, I don't see how this can go wrong. If anything, that woman's going to feel good that you complimented her, and you should feel proud of yourself for shooting your shot. Like, it should be a good situation. How much of this do you think is because you guys went through COVID at a young age?
Oh, I think that probably has a lot to do with it. I think everything was online and we weren't socialized. That could have a lot to do with it. But I mean, it's been some time now. If you want to get a girl, you want to get a partner, then be initiative and be confident.
The biggest change may be psychological. Men are no longer asking, how do I avoid being single? They're asking, why should I give up my peace?
A third of men, 33%, a little over a third, of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. So I've got a question for the men. So my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking. We like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done.
You know, I'm seeing more and more of these videos, and honestly, it makes me sad because guys have told women why. We've made it very clear why we're walking away. And we're walking away in droves, and it's only going to get worse because you're not hearing why we're walking away. It's very simple. Don't read between the lines. Hear these words. There is absolutely no benefit anymore to being in a relationship with a woman for a man. None. Zero. Zilch. Especially when you consider the risk compared to any potential reward. Roughly 55% of marriages end in divorce, and the guy loses everything. Add into it all the relationships where they weren't married, and the guy lost access to his kids and had to pay mountains of child support.
And once a man reaches that mindset, his standards often become higher than ever before. He becomes willing to walk away from anything that threatens the life he has built.
Rant of the day. Why most women choose to be single in 2026 is because boys like to overpromise and then underdeliver, meaning their words are not matching their actions. They'll talk and talk and talk and talk, but then when it comes to actually doing what they said they were gonna do, they fall short. And it just could have been avoided. Like, you could have just shut the fuck up. Like, you could have just not said anything at all, you know. But they talk, they overpromise. So now my expectations up here, but he was lying. So now my expectations up here and he's not meaning it because he's actually down here, you know. Like, that's just like, they just like and I know that's something only boys do. I know like a real man's out there. He's going to be a man of his word, and that's what us women want. We want a man of his word. A man is only ever as good as his word. And I think that even applies to men, like being in business with one another. Like, if you see a motherfucker lying or like cheating on his wife or just like not keeping his word, okay, that's not a trustable person, you know. Like, oh, he's shady, he's weird, you know. So it applies in relationships, but I think it also like applies in business. Like, point of the matter is, I just don't know. We have some type of weird epidemic with men who love to lie when you just didn't have the same thing at all. Just be honest.
Whether people agree with it or not, one thing is becoming clear. More men are discovering that happiness can exist outside traditional relationship expectations.
I think being single nowadays is only hard for other people when they still do the same things, like they still romanticize somebody's potential. Instead of romanticizing their potential, romanticize being in your single era. Romanticize embracing the fact that you're alone and actually enjoying it. You don't know when you're going to meet the next person, so actually enjoying and sitting in that time is great because you get to really know yourself. You become your own soulmate first so that you actually are good to somebody else. Be confident in your own skin. It seems like everybody now is just not confident anymore, and be yourself. You're the only you that's out there. Instead of basing your mood off of, oh, he didn't text me or they didn't call me, and your whole mood is based off of that, and your whole day, focus on yourself. Take yourself on dates. Do that self-care day. Go on solo trips. Learn to actually love yourself first so that you enjoy being single. It's not a bad thing to be single. And instead of waiting for them, choose you. You're waiting for them to choose you. You choose you. If you choose you, it doesn't matter if they choose you because you've already been chosen. Just learn how to actually be single and happy, not just be single. There's a difference because in 2026, being single is actually the real flex.
So here's the real question. Are men choosing singleness because they've lost interest in relationships? Or because they've finally discovered that freedom, purpose, and peace can be just as rewarding?
Men stopped playing by the rules, and now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest move.